Hi, my name is Nick Hume. My goals for my franchise are to expand within the area I work in, which is Bristol and Bath, and to get a better market share working in a greater number of schools. Being a franchisee fits in my future goals in terms of creating, as a small business, creating a system whereby I can sit back and not do so much delivery, but run a small business, oversee a number of staff, and see the development of that and the progress of that fulfilled. So that the idea being to try and inspire young children, and I can work on developing that throughout the franchisee area. The attraction of Premier Sport was that franchisees traditionally have about 80% success rate, whereas going it alone, for instance, only had about 20% success rate. So I looked around to see which were the better companies to work with, and as the market leader, Premier Sport was obviously an attraction. So I got involved with them, and I've been glad that I did so. The business planning process is central and key to the development of your business. The Premier Sport as a brand really make sure you work on that and develop it so that you know where your cash flow is, or you know what your profit loss is. You can then take a sort of an overview of where you stand to be able to fund what you're doing, but also look to expand. So planning is actually very key to how we develop. The scalability, right, that's, when you start, when you come in, generally speaking, it's from scratch. So everything's upwards. It's a steep learning curve. The market share, as I said, is about 20% at the minute. I've got a lot more schools that I can go into, and it's about managing my staff and expanding so that we keep on creating and delivering good service, but also making sure that all the staff are up to speed. The issues about starting a business are that you're looking at, are you going to fail? And that's why you buy into a franchisee business, because there's a lot of experience there, a lot of know-how. So that element of fear is taken away to a large degree because you get a good training background. And also it allows you to expand a lot quicker. I would never have got to the revenue I've got at the minute without having that support network. Why we get out of bed in the morning is to see kids improve and achieve, and we're there to inspire them. I've got young kids. I've got a 4- and 6-year-old, and this is part of their development, their future. They're going to go to school in schools that I work in, and so I want to make sure that they get the best possible options. The role of the champion is quite crucial. You get to understand what's going on within the company itself, and then you get to feed back, so you're kind of conduit to all the different franchisees, and you get to best of both worlds really, in terms of working on yourself but working with others. I get inspired, I suppose it's a bit of a cliche, a bit naff, but nowadays my kids, they push me on more than anything. I want to do well for them, so that's a kind of a motivational factor. But I was a pretty competitive sportsman, so in the field of water polo, but there's not too many well-known ones, but someone like T-Ball Benedict for me was quite inspirational.